Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. This is me, Umar Farooq Sumro, subject teacher of English OPE Class 6. I hope students, all of you are fine by the blessings of Almighty Allah and by the prayers of your parents and your elders. Dear students, it is said that seek knowledge from cradle to grave. Seek knowledge from cradle to grave. That means that there is no age of education, there is no age limit to learn. You have total time in this world to learn everything till you are in the grave. Okay, dear students, I hope you are fine, and today we are starting our lecture number 3, lesson number 1, unit number 2. As you are watching on your screen, the tide rises and the tide falls. Dear students, I told you about the meaning and about the summary of this poem, that this poem is quite symbolic. Symbolic means the meaning of the sentences is not quite simple to be translated, but we have to find the meaning very carefully and understand the meaning of the poem. As I told you, the tide rises and the tide falls generally means that the process of birth, death, and rebirth of other people is defined as the tide rises and the tide falls. That means the person, when he is ready to die, he comes to the shore. He comes to the shore means he is hastened towards his death. Okay, when his age is over, when his or her age is over, he hastened towards the death without any problem. Her death, his death or her death calls him or her every day, and we still sleep our homes at night very safe and sound in the hope of other day. But many of us do not see the other day or the new morning. Many of us passed away in this world in the night time. So dear students, now today's our lecture will be the solving of exercises, as I gave you the homework to match the meaning of these words. Now we are heading towards the exercises of this lesson. As you are watching on your screen, I am pointing out here an activity that use your dictionary if necessary to make sure you know what they mean. Okay, dear students, if you want to use your dictionary, you can use it, that as you can understand the meaning of these words very simply. So dear students, what we have to do, we have to tell that what time of the day defines these words. Okay, these are the times of the day. Now we have to find the meaning and know that which time of the day are these words. Okay, or which time do these words define. Dear students, first of all, as you have seen or listened the word afternoon. Afternoon means the part of the day between noon and evening. Such part of the day between noon and evening is called afternoon. I am zooming in the picture for you as you could see it clearly. Afternoon means the time or the part of the day between noon and evening. Number 2, daybreak. Okay, daybreak means first light of the day. Okay, first light of the day is called daybreak when the morning starts. Okay, number 3, evening. Evening means the period of decreasing daylight from the late afternoon. It means that there is a lot of light when it is day, but when the time of evening occurs, the period of decreasing daylight from the late afternoon is called evening. Number 4, twilight. Okay, as I told you in your previous homework, I told you the meaning and I showed a picture of complete word meanings with it. So twilight means between light and darkness. Okay, between light and darkness, it is the time when the sun is about to set. And now we have night time. As you can see, the time from late evening is called night time. And number 6, dusk. Dusk means the time of day immediately following sunset. Okay, immediately following sunset, the time is called dusk, when the sun has set off. Okay, dear students, first light, dawn and daybreak are the same meanings. Okay, first light, daybreak and dawn are the same meanings in sense that means starting of the day when the first light comes. Dear students, this was our activity number 1. Now we are going to solve activity number 2. As you are watching here, I am pointing the activity. Answer the following questions. So first of all, we have to read the poem carefully. Then we have to answer these questions. What time of the day or night is it? In the first verse, or in second verse, in the third verse. We have to solve only question number 1 of this activity, and we have to tell just the time of the day or night, which time or what time of the day or night it is in the first verse. So as you have read the poem very carefully, that in the first and this was our activity, in your first verse the time was twilight. Okay, between the dark and light, the time was of twilight. Okay, and question number 1, part number 2, in the second verse, what time of the day or night is it in the second verse. So let's move forward and find the answer of this verse number 2. So the time of the day or night in verse number 2 is the time of dusk, when the sun has set off. Because we are reading, darkness settles on roofs and walls but the sea. So darkness is still in all over the area. That means the sun has set off. So the answer of question number 1, part number 2 will be the time in the second verse is time of dusk. Okay, number 3, in the third verse, which time of the day or night is in verse 3. So we must have a look on verse number 3, then find the answer of this exercise or this question. So as you are watching, I am pointing it out here, morning breaks. That means the time is morning breaks. That means starting of the morning or when the morning starts. Okay, dear students, we have completed activity number 1 of knowing the meaning of words, and activity number 2 to define the answers. Okay, dear students, now we must move forward in your big book page number 43 and know more about the poem. As you are watching on your screen, it is rhymes and rhyming. Okay, words which rhyme with one another have the same sound. Rhyme means words which rhyme with one another have the same sound but not necessarily the same spelling. That means we have a word that ends on same sound but doesn't have the same spelling. Such words that are called rhyme words or rhyming words. Okay, and the example is shown to you. I am zooming in the picture. Dear students, as you can see, false rhymes with calls. Tough rhymes with stuff. These are the words which rhyme with one another, with each other, have same sound. These words ends at same sound but don't have the same spelling. So we have been given some words to complete this activity. I am reading the exercise or heading. Underneath each head word is given to us. Write the words from the poem which rhyme with it. So we have been given some words that and find such words that rhyme with the poem. So in the poem, sprawls rhymes with, I am writing the sentence words here. Sprawls rhymes with calls, falls, stalls, and number 4, walls. Okay, we have to read the poem and find the answers to complete this activity. Number 2, gown. The words which rhyme with gown are down and town. Okay, now bands. We have a word bands, and which words rhyme with it from the poem bands? So hands and sands. Number 4, law. The words that rhyme with the word law are paw and straw. Okay, dear students, our this activity number 3 has been completed here. As you are watching on your screen clearly all the rhyming words, and for you the homework is find 5 words not in the poem which rhyme with each other of the following. Okay, you have to find 5 words for each of the words which rhyme with these words but not in the poem. You have to find such words by yourself. I am giving you the example of number 1, the words which rhyme with tight, wide, side, lied, hide. Okay, these words that rhyme with tight, I told you, and you have to write the rhyming words on your notebook and share it on your WhatsApp group. So our today's lecture ends here. We will meet inshallah in our next lecture. Allah Hafiz.